Good morning. So I got my phone mounted. The remainder of the mount that was once mounted on the glass, I got it mounted in a cup holder. So the phone is mounted. I just wanted to share with you all newfound performance. I'm over here in Amelia Island, Florida. One of the most beautiful parts of Florida, northeast Florida, northeast of Jacksonville. I'm waving at neighbors here, gated community. And back-to-back trips, straight out of Palm Coast. Had a nice lady I drove to the airport, and at the airport, Jacksonville, Yankee Clipper, Jacksonville International Airport, roll call Yankee Clipper. Had a lady that lives right here in this gated community in Amelia Island by the Omni and the Ritz Carlton, all that right there. So there's one here. This is where it go down, y'all. This is where the Georgia Bulldogs hang out when it comes to the Florida Georgia game. Ritz Carlton right in my face. I kid you not. It's right in my face now that I see it. But I wanted to tell you all about newfound performance in my 2019 Jeep Cherokee. And honestly, I cheated myself and I cheated my family and customers. Like, this thing got way better performance than I knew. And the performance was unlocked because number one, I said this a few days ago. I have to apologize even for what I said before about a year and a half, 2 years ago. When it comes to some of the stores, the retail automotive service stores like Tuffy, like Mavis, like Precision Tune, any one of those, Pep Boys. No, them my new comrades. What happened was I had my feelings hurt by some of these other bigger dogs. So it's like life. Like, no, those the allies. So the service packages that have been done by them are much more than I've done on any car. My father and mother cars that I had, and then up until the two Corollas I had prior to this Jeep Cherokee. So it's the entry level Cherokee, the little Cherokee. And if you can hear it, I mean, it make your heart pump. This is 358,000 miles, almost 359,000 miles. I got unlocked performance and horsepower. So this is the limited package, but it's got some roar to it. It's got some rumble and some roar. But trust me, ain't gonna be no speeding tickets. I paid my cost to be the boss a long time ago. I got one speeding ticket. I never want one again, y'all. You know what I mean? Can't control it, but you can control it. Meaning that you can't control what somebody judge, but I'm not no speeder. But just to feel it well within 35 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour, 60, 65, 70 miles per hour. I had to learn about these things. I'm not a mechanic. I didn't build an engine. I don't work on cars. But listen to that, y'all. What was just loud sounded like Jake brakes, engine brakes on the truck a week ago. I'm hearing sports performance now. You know what I mean? So it's 35 miles per hour back here. But you can hear that. You can hear this sports bike like performance in this vehicle. And this is a vehicle I'm financing it now. I'm letting you in my business. I'm financing it. I got it from Enterprise Car Sales pre-owned. I'm still paying for it. But the point of what I'm saying is longevity. And there's a lesson in it. Okay, I had a hard experience before because it's all a work in progress. I'm learning, we're all learning when it comes to life and when it comes to maintaining anything. Financially, physically, performance wise. This thing runs so much better. It's like I rob people of performance. I rob people of that sound, smoother rides, smoother stops. And it's been with the help of the advanced fuel cleaner I put in. like the total system cleaner. I put in from, trying to remember the brand I used. That one I picked up and put in there. It was Gum Out. Okay, they warn you. I did some research about the best fuel additives. Did a Google search, and Forbes had a list. One of the financial magazines had a list. So look on the list. Gum Out is on there. Seafoam is on there. Rizlone. So this was those things. These were the things on Thanksgiving Day. I was over in Tampa on Florida's Gulf Coast. Right now I'm in the northeast part of Florida's Atlantic coast in Amelia Island, northeast of Jacksonville. So it started there. I put the Rizlone engine treatment in just one engine treatment. This is all chemicals and flammables, so I'm not gonna overdo it. There's ratios to everything, and that's why kids, you stay in school. How people just throw that tip, stay in school, kid. That's your tip. So let's not be stingy. Let's tip people where it's appropriate. But you have to be mindful. You use your common sense. You be generous. So there's one engine treatment. So when I get my next oil change, hopefully it's with a gasket cover repair. When I get my next engine treatment, when I get my next oil change, hopefully it's with a gasket cover repair. Hold on, let me put on my hat, y'all. Y'all gonna see some stubble on my unlined bald head. So if you hear it, what's different about this car? I'm gonna turn navigation off because I got where I'm going. I'm at Florida's one and only Harris Teeter over in Amelia Island. So if you hear that sort of rumble, I'm in park, right? What I learned way higher in mileage after I got my alternator changed at about 310,000 miles. That's different because I had a Toyota Corolla where I was changing the alternator at 75,000. This made it to 300 plus thousand before it needed an alternator, and that's a good thing. Now, that's the pro of it. The con of it is it's been through 2 starters. It's been through 5 batteries. My family had helped me pay for them. That's been the drama of the car. But the unlocked newfound performance, you got to add those fuel additives in there. You got to add those system treatments and fuel additives in there. And you got to break bread. You got to get like 50,000 mile service package, 100,000 mile service package. That's why I'm still on road. Like that's not average, man. That's not average. 358,000 miles. You know. So I have a 97-mile range. I'm about to I'm about to put Seafoam in there for the first time. It's this brand called Seafoam as a fuel additive. Just keep the party going. Like I say, not a speeder, not reckless. Drive carefully. 1 to 2 car following distance. I don't tailgate. I don't ride no bumper, y'all. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do the cutoff games. I don't. Nah. I'm gonna use my turn signals. I'm gonna yield when I'm supposed to yield. But man, that newfound performance. So where I was, like that sound you hear it in idling. These cars have timing chain, where some cars have timing belt. So that's more the metal to deal with. So when I bought it, this wasn't a showroom experience. So there's no blame, but I'm sharing wisdom with you. You got to clean this car out with those engine treatments and fuel treatments. Like I said, I'm going to wait till around the oil change, which I hope is with a gasket cover for the top of the engine because there's some top leak, like what have you, just to protect it so it's less noisy. No little microparticles, contaminants can slip through the cracks. I don't want that right there. But it costs money, y'all. You gotta work your money right. You gotta pay your bills. You gotta steward your credit right. You gotta make a way to get it done. But that's something projected part. If I'm willing to wait, probably around the neighborhood of $100 to get the part offline. But I can walk right up in the store probably for $100, $140, $200 something dollars. But if I'm willing to wait, I can order it, get delivered at home. But prior to that, I solved the bottom leak problem. Oil pan gasket. It was a little less than a month ago. I did it right there in Jacksonville at a Mavis Tire location. So there's no bottom leak. So I'm trying to encourage some people. Like, I think widespread, people just go trade in a car. It's like, let's make smart purchases and smart refinances and smart trades. Like, some of the stuff is preventable, but you got to do what you can. You got to apply faith. Yes, what if it's one thing after another? It's like, but do what you can with where you are, with what you have. Like, I believe it was Martin Luther King or somebody that was real pioneering in the 20th century that said such a thing. So be encouraged, y'all. Use those additives. Like at the oil change. Hey guys, at the oil change, get you an engine treatment. Just that might cost $8 in the bottle. Just read the instructions. You ain't got to nothing fancy. It's just a bottle, but don't overdo it. Don't like do it every day. One, you know what I mean? Because it's chemistry. You talking about combustion, chemical combustion. You talking about flammable. So I don't want to do anything crazy. Like, but it's been so helpful. It's been so helpful. I'm talking new performance. And in the gas, you have those advanced fuel treatments. Those fuel treatments, I was waving at the guys there. They were going to work in their box truck. They got a yellow box truck just like my daddy. My dad got one of them. Hard working fellow. We got a couple of them, to be honest. So those fuel treatments, you got the type. The first one was by, what's the brand? Gum Out. And then I've been regularly using like Lucas oil, using theirs. I mean, I begin to hear it less noisy when I'm driving. I mean, just smooth as butter, like the jazz musicians saying. When they talk about their saxophone and all of that, just smooth as butter, like as it's an automatic transmission. It just starting to shift so much better doing this thing. And that's the gift of our era. We're driving automatics. When you gotta sit there and boom, 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 it's doing it itself. And less foul, gassy, oily, smoky smells. Like you gotta tend to these things. Like leaks from the bottom, leaks from the top, and you gotta treat these fuel lines. All you gotta do is read your instructions. Look at the bottle, see what it say. Don't just go dumping stuff in. Don't put it in the wrong place either. Just read what the things say. But it's really helping y'all. So that's an update about the Jeep Cherokee. Jeep Cherokee Limited. I just didn't know. I thought it was a slow car. This car is not slow. But like I say, lawfully, nothing crazy. But I'm just like, make your heart pump. I'm getting the one I'm paying for. I just didn't know, y'all. So be encouraged, especially if you just got yours under 30,000 miles, under 50,000 miles. Chemically, engine treatment, gas treatment. Find somewhere like Mavis, Tuffy, somewhere like Precision Tune, Pep Boys. Stick with them about the service packages at different milestones so that you got a track record. You got a set point to reference. When's the last time you did? Has it ever had? And even though things are going to happen, and I've kind of documented some things, it's in the video, things I went through, things that were a little challenging, I think you can pass go it. And I think the Jeep brand can learn from some of the things I'm now learning. So y'all be blessed. Have a good Monday. Holiday season. Hey.